Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I have a Dark Magician deck profile. Yep, it's been a long time coming. Obviously the channel is called Yami Mike, and this is my favorite field center. So I had to make a deck profile for Dark Magician, my favorite card. But before we get started, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you guys have any criticisms or like any suggestions, please feel free to leave them down below. I always take that into consideration when I'm building decks. So yeah, let's get started. All right. So, I played the Bystial engine in here, which is kind of like an interesting little thing because it is, Dragoon is the boss of the deck. So I kind of have to mess around with the Bystials a lot. So one Bystial Abelion, like it's a searcher, so it helps out a lot. It helps you search for Baldric, but mostly Magnemite. Baldric is really good. It's slept on. People don't like to use it for some reason, but I really like it because let's say you have two bestial monsters in the field. You can send one to the graveyard and banish something on the field. So it is pretty helpful. But it's only for special summon monsters. So just a heads up on that. And then another searcher, Magnemite. Then we got two Druid Swarms. So because they're very useful. Like if you send Druid Swarm off of Baldric, you get the Druid Swarm effects because it's being sent. So then you get a sense. So instead of just sending, or you banish off of Baldric one special summon monster, but off of Baldric you get to send it. So for if you're going up against Unchain, it's very important because it's not being destroyed, so they don't get their effects, which is really, really good. Then we kind of got a random card in here, Blazing Cartesia. Yep. She's like a Tamaya's of the deck, but a spellcaster. So, if I draw into her and I have Dark Magician in hand, I can go into the Dark Magicians, which is actually really, really helpful. But no Fallen of Albas in this deck. So that's really what she's meant for, is just her fusion summon. So this is one way to fusion summon in the deck. Then we have we have 3 Illusion of Chaos. So it's I like this. It's another searcher for monsters, which is really helpful. You can search off Magician's Rod or Magician's Souls or Dark Magician himself, which is actually really neat. I play 3 of. I know people play 2 of, but I play 3 of because I don't play the rights, which is the searcher. What is it? Preparation of Rights. There you go. So I don't play Preparation of Rights, so this is at 3. If you do have Preparation of Rights, it is recommended that you have at least 3 of those and then 2 of these, which, because it is a bit of a brick. Then obviously have to have the 3 rods. You can't, this is a starter of the deck. You can't not play Dark Magicians without it, so you do need it. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You search off of a spell trap, right, for Dark Magicians. Then we got the 1 secret, 2 ultras, the 3 Magician Souls. Extremely helpful, to send for cost. Remember, if someone tries to Ash, you sending off Dark Magician, or not even just Dark Magician, but like a level 6 or higher spellcast type monster, you can't Ash it because it's cost. I had a lot of problems with when I first started playing Dark Magicians. When I got back into the Yu-Gi-Oh, was like people were trying to Ash me, but you can't Ash cost. So and then one neat little thing that people don't know is you can activate each effect. So let's say you want to send a Dark Magician off of Souls, and then you can do that one time, right? Then you can, if you have like 2 Magician Souls in your hand, you send Dark Magician to special summon Souls, right? Then you can, if you have the other Souls, you can actually activate it again, send for cost, and then special summon the Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl that you sent to the graveyard, which is actually really cool. So now, it's like a twofer kind of thing, because you can only activate each effect once per turn, and which is really, really, really good. And then it's also, very useful if you want, have like 2 dead spells or traps in your hand. You can send them and draw 2, which is really good. Then, like I said, Timaeus, really, really good. Obviously, like, it's a big, beefy monster, and you can fuse. It's not a quick effect like Cartesia, which kind of sucks, but it's still very good because you can go into Dragoon like this. Then we have my favorite card, 2 Dark Magicians. Pretty self-explanatory. The deck, is revolved around them, so gotta build them, gotta play with them. 2 though, because if you do 3, it's very bricky. Not good to see 3. So just keep it at 1. Then we got the Apprentice, Dark Magician Girl. It's one of 2 draw, for 2, and in case you lose the Dark Magicians, you can special summon both of them. So it's a kind of a 2-fer. But it's mainly for Soul Servant, which is coming up later. And then for the hand traps, I only had room for 3. Unfortunately, it's just Ash, but Ash is really good in this format, so it's not bad. For Enchain, it can hurt. Labyrinth too, because they can special summon. You don't want them to special summon, because then they just pop off. So, yeah, just 3 Ash. 2 Eternal Soul. I know people play this at 1, but sometimes it's it's good to have the second one. Never a 3. Never a 3. 3 is really bad because it's really bricky. You don't want to see 3 of. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of straightforward. Just 2 is fine. I like it at 2. I'm hesitant to put it at 1, but sometimes the second one does come up from time to time, from what I playtest. And then because this is a floodgate version of it, 2 Summon Limits. Summon Limit is very good, especially now. It's always been good because people do more than 2 summons and they go crazy. Dark Magicians doesn't really do that. The Dark Magician deck I have doesn't really go into more than 2 summons. 2 is perfectly fine. It doesn't really limit you as much, especially if you're going first. This is really helpful because then it just stops their build. And then, yep, 2 skill drains because we don't want our opponent to have fun. It's, again, pretty self-explanatory. A lot of monsters have effects on field. It's a little trickier with Unchained because their monsters do some of the, or like their spawn traps do activate in the graveyard, so that's kind of it's a 50-50. But for most decks like Flinderies, Drytron, their monsters really are field based, so Skildren is very good. And if you have Dark Magician on the field, it doesn't matter as much because it's 2500 beat stick and it's a normal monster, so it doesn't matter. And then even if they get over it, you can just revive it with Eternal Soul and kind of banish with Dark Magical Circle. So and then 2 Rivalry of Warlords. It's very useful. You only play spellcasters most of the time. Even if you go to Dragoon, it is a spellcast type monster. Most of my extra deck is spellcasters for that reason. And even if I have like some bestial stuff on the field, I'm always going to choose spellcaster because it doesn't matter as much, right? Because your main focus is spellcaster in this deck, so that's very helpful. And then 3 Dark Magical Circle. I'm thinking of cutting this to 2, but I still like the searchability of it. Because even with souls, like I said, even if it's under skill drain, you can still send for cost, so you can get rid of 2 or have 1 get rid of, and you can still search. So I'm leaning towards 2. If you guys think this is better too, please let me know down in the comments below. It'll really help me out, but for now this stays at 3. And yeah, this is the banish, right? You target something on the field, banish, which is really good. And then you kind of saw that. 3 Soul Servants. This is kind of the search of the deck. One combo really quick is you activate Dark Magical Circle, then you use Soul Servant to stack on top, which is really helpful. If you have Magician Salvation but you don't have a Dark Magician, you can easily search a Dark Magician with this. Or the reverse, if you have a Dark Magician and you have Dark Magical Circle and Soul Servant in hand, you can activate this, search Magician Salvation or an Eternal Soul, whichever one you want. And yeah, and then the chain will resolve and you'll be able to get salvation off of Dark Magical Circle. So it's very important. So this is very good. And then in the graveyard, draw up to 2. I don't play any of the Palladium monsters, so I don't get to draw 3, but it's fine. And then, the card I was talking about, Magician's Salvation. Just one of, you don't really need it at 2. You rarely go into the second effect, which is to, if you special summon Dark Magician and Dark Magician is in the graveyard, you can target the opposite monster and just special summon it. So special summon Dark Magician, then this will target the Dark Magician girl in the graveyard, and then you special summon Dark Magician girl. Or the reverse, if you special summon a Dark Magician girl, target the Dark Magician in the graveyard and then special summon him. But it rarely comes up. It's really just to set Eternal Soul from deck to field. So, and then the fusion, Secrets of Dark Magic, really, really good. I think if I do Dark Magical Circle at 2, I'm gonna do this at 2. It's very helpful. It's a fusion, but this is the third way to do it, right? You have Blazing Cartesia, you have Timaeus, and you have this. But this is a quick play. This is also a quick effect. Quick play. Sorry. So it's very helpful. In tough situations, you can set it, let your opponent not know what they're going up against. So it's very helpful. And you can also ritual summon with this, so it's very good in case you need to. Then you got Terraforming to either search the Magician's Salvation or the best card in the deck, Secret Village. Yep, it's a Floodgate Dark Magician with the Bystial engine, if you guys haven't figured it out. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the main deck. Secret Village is Secret Village. Let's go into the extra deck real quick. I'll put this to the side. Iman Illusion Magician. I have a love and hate relationship with this card. It's good, because if you attack with like Dark Magician on the field, while this is on the field, you can banish something on the field, which is good. But it's just a 2500 attack. I'm thinking of replacing this with Guardian Chimera because you can fusion summon with it. And now you have a big steep on. You can unbreak your hand and kind of get rid of the field a little bit, or your side of the field. So I'm kind of leaning on Guardian Chimera. I don't know yet, but for now this stays in the deck because Dark Magicians. And then we have, sorry, I didn't place it right. Sorry. We have 2 Dark Magicians because, sometimes you do go into the second one. Sometimes they get rid of the first one. They either send it or they do something to get rid of the, shuffle it back or send it to the graveyard where you can activate the card. But the second Dark Magicians does come up from time to time for me. They never expect it. But it's, I like it. I like the Dark Magicians at 2. They're very good. Then I have Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon Magic. You do have dragons in the deck. So I kind of thought I wanted to mess around with this. I don't know how I feel about it, but yeah, I think Bystials are at 6, but yeah, I just added that because. And then this one's actually really good. This is really good. Mysterion, the Dragon Crown. 1 spellcast type monster and 1 dragon monster. I might actually just have 2 of these to replace this one because this is actually really good. It's a 3000 beater and it's a spellcaster, so it really works really well with Secret Village. In case I don't have in case I run out of dragoons, which I will show you how many I run in this build. It's pretty good. And then it's also, if you guys read it, sorry, focus. Essentially, if there's a card on the field that special summons itself from hand or wherever, you can banish that monster and then banish all monsters with its original type. So if it's a light, then you banish lights. I think it's really good. But yeah, I like it. And it helps get rid of if you have Bystial and Dark Magician, is really good to get rid of stuff. And next up we have just 2 dragoons. I don't know about the third one. this is kind of why I have this 2 Dragoons and 1 Mysterion. I feel like this one replaces the third one. I might put a third one, but for now, 2 Dragoons is fine. I like it at 2. Then we have Dark Magician, the Dragonite. In case, I don't have Skull Drain on the field, this is really good because it protects my field. Unfortunately, this isn't a spellcast type monster, but it's okay. I think it's fine. Then we have, yep, Dark to Dark Charmer. It's pretty easy. Your deck is consistent of like dark monsters, and if they pop it, you can search Magician Souls or Magician Rod, so that's very helpful. Celine, this is really good if you, because access code is in the deck. I'll show you guys right now, so it's very easy to rank up. Yeah. This one is kind of random. Daybreaker. Yep. Why do I play this? So because you constantly will end up special summoning Dark Magician a lot more often than you realize. So if you special summon onto the arrows, it will gain spell counters, and it gains 300 for each, and then you can destroy something on the field. So it's really good. Yeah, so on summon it'll gain a spell counter, and then if you special summon a Dark Magician the same turn, it'll gain another one. So it's 2, so you get to pop something on the field. So that's pretty good. Then we have when relinquished, for souls, in case our opponent isn't paying attention to where they're putting monsters in, you can take something. So pretty good. And then we have Access Code Talker. It's Access Code Talker, right? You use Celine with it. It gains 5,300, so, or 3,000, sorry, and it'll be a 5,300. Then we have Nightmare Unicorn, just to pop something on the field. And we have Ib. I'm still testing this out, but it's mostly because I do have dragons and I do have a spellcast type monster. So if one is light and one is dark, it kind of benefits into going into Ib. And it's 1,800, and it's also, like I said, a spellcaster, so it works very well with Secret Village. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra deck and the main deck. This is all I have for now. I'm still working on the side deck, but yeah, let me know what you guys think on the comment section down below, and I'll give you an update on the side deck soon. But yeah, see you guys on the next one.